returned. The prophecy has been fulfilled. Returned destruction.
Weigh the circumstances surrounding the very origin of the white man into the world, to then determine if he's capable of being civil, if he's capable of being human. This we must put on the scale of Ma'at and give it the Ma'atic weigh-in and see if it strikes the Ma'atic balance. And if it does not strike the Ma'atic balance, then we must make sure that we are not victims of history, because it is written that he or she who does not learn the lessons of history is doomed to repeat them.
God knew to make the rain fall steadily, so that the king and all the families of the ones lost could cry. The sound was heartbreaking, with mothers, fathers, and children all crying in unison. The king's youngest son stretched out his hands for his father to pick him up. The king wanted to fall to the ground and weep, but he picked him up. His son's tight hug made him feel stronger. The high priest finished his ceremony and asked the king, "Does he wish to speak?"
You know me, and the queen we didn't meet walking down the street. We didn't meet online, and we didn't even love each other. When we first met, our parents told us we are going to get married one day. She cried on our wedding night, and I left and went running. I went for a jog around the kingdom. She told me later that's when she fell in love with me. When she knew I meant her no harm, and that I was a real African man. The queen always stood with the people, and always thought with them. Every move I make, I think of the people. I think of the people, not my own pain. I think of the people, the hundreds killed, the thousands affected by the Yurugu decision to take my son from me and hurt me. The Yurugu don't know. You can't hurt African people more than you already have. The hundreds of years of torture and stripping us of who we are. Thank the ancestors, the Sankofa bird, that showed us the way back to Africa, to our homes. We praise Prophet Khalid Mohammed. He taught us the only two choices the Yurugu should have in Africa, the airport or the cemetery. We know our history. We know our history. We are a peaceful, loving people, the Sun people. Let me see one African smile out there. Look at their smiles. Ain't no smile as beautiful as an African smile. Am I lying? No, no, no. Am I lying? No, no, no. The time for smiling has come to an end. Unless you are smiling while stabbing your blade into a Yurugu's stomach. The time of laughter has come to an end. Unless you are shooting Yurugu in the face and hear his squeal. The time for talk has come to an end. Unless you are reciting orders to murder his whole village. Now is a time of war. Now we have reached the point where peace will kill. I said, peace will kill. To have peace on this planet, even peace must kill. That's the only way we will be free when no more Yurugu exist. That's the only way we will know peace, is when you take that peace and blow every Yurugu head off that you can find. We know our history. We know our history.
Some of you, you go to one Juma prayer, you're a changed person. You go to one Juma prayer and you come back, brother and your wife don't even know you. You're Khalid Abdul Rahman Suleiman Kareem the Magnificent III. Abdullah. Got an Arabic accent and one Juma prayer. You come back in the door, Assalamu alaikum rahmatullahi barakatuh. And she said, all right, baby. And she, assalamu alaikum, I love you, baby. And she said, well, what's the matter, baby? No, I'm not baby anymore. I'm Khalid Rasul Kareem Rahman. You go on. She said, nigga, I know you. You Willie Bobo.
Ayana can't sleep. Like millions of Africans, she feels death can come from the sky at any minute. She also realizes that soon, Sifu will be gone again. This time for months, for years. The Yurugu were now dug in. The indigenous of America began to hit all soft targets. Army installations were set up regularly. The Aztecs were also prepared to attack when the Africans reached the shore. The final war was about to begin at any moment. But this time, there would be no pause. Only defeat and annihilation. No surrender, no retreat. No Yurugu could be left to walk the earth.
We know our history.
We know our history.
So why are you looking like that? So sad, so gloomy. We will live in a world without Yurugu in our lifetime.
I might also live in a world without you. Or you in a world without us.
I'm going to go stay at a hotel until I ship out if you keep talking like this. Words have power.
I'm sorry, but sometimes I hate the fact that we've become shadows. We wish we lived a normal life. I wish we could give our daughter a normal life. But even though the sun is out, a beautiful marriage and a beautiful daughter, it always feels like death is slowly walking behind us.
I understand. After falling in love with you, marriage and a beautiful daughter, I realized this is something I need to do, not want to do. We know all those things you think of. We will never be able to live in peace. We would be like our ancestors, sitting on the beach, a child building sandcastles. Then we would look out into the water and see warships. Then we would see the sailboat coming to shore, filled with priests and soldiers, a Bible in one hand and a gun in the other. The Yurugu will never leave us in peace. They will always want what we have. They only understand to take. We know our history.
We know our history. You're right, if we didn't have our daughter, Asata, I would be fighting right beside you. We will never know peace until all Yurugu are dead.
We know our history.
Dr. Chancellor Williams said that all of that area changed from black to brown to white. From black to brown to white. That they drove us from the centers of power and they set up in Saudi Arabia, as they call it today. They set up in what is called Israel today. They set up in Syria. They set up in Jordan. They set up in Morocco and Algeria, if I didn't say it. They set up in Egypt. They set up in Libya. They set up in all of those areas and drove us from the centers of power. And those areas changed from black to brown to white.
Shadow and the advisors spent all night convincing the king not to lead the troops into New America. They told him that he would be putting too much at risk. The king, feeling utterly devoid of options, was prepared to stake everything on the line. With no queen to guide him, he held the gun in his hands, driven by a burning desire to kill and witness the destruction of all of Yurugu.
This would be a grave mistake. You should not venture to New America. You are falling into their trap. They are the ones who caused you this pain and made you make mistakes. Don't let them pull you out of your character.
I have been sitting here in silence, seeking no one's opinion. No one dictates my actions. I dictate what everyone around this table should do. If you fail to comply, I will murder everyone present and replace them with those who do.
I have known you since childhood. I would never lead you astray. Even the threat of death won't deter me from protecting you. Yes, we will go to war in New America, but we also know they will bring the war here. We must be here when they do to protect our motherland.
The king sat in silence, replaying the events that had transpired in his mind. He thought about the loss of his family and his queen. Slowly he spoke.
You are right, my closest friend. I am sorry to everyone around this table. I am trying to suppress the poison that Yurugu has instilled in my heart. I will remain here and fight alongside you, Shadow. There will be many more Yurugu who will come to our shores and turn the ocean red, just like the Rwanda genocide.
Yurugu were prepared. All their shores had been mined, and their air defense was on high alert. Troops were dug in, and citizens were armed. Even if you wore the color black, you were getting shot, just like New York City cops.
Over 1,000 drones are ready to be sent to Africa. We will keep our troops here to defend our homeland. The Japanese and our other allies will invade Africa.
Good. This one will go like the last time. I plan to remain calm. Japan and Europe will give them a fierce battle. Once we have dealt with the Africans here, we will move on to Africa and enjoy the fruits of the land.
Yes, I can't wait to rule this planet again and spread Christianity to the world. Make every nationality white as snow.
That's how it went the first time. Everyone was smiling and laughing before the bell rang. A few hours later, they turned Paul Revere running down the streets shouting, "The niggers are coming! The niggers are coming!"
You are absolutely right. Let's secure this victory, people, for I am the whole of your nation. We must defeat these Africans once and for all. Can't wear a tie without a neck.
Things is heating up. Killing of all Yurugu in our lifetime. I have a dream. As always, the red, the black, and the green.